us. Joining me now is Hussam Ayloush. He is the Executive Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations right here in Los Angeles. Hussam, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you being with us. Go back earlier today, a couple of hours ago, when news first broke of what Donald Trump was actually proposing. What was your reaction, and what do you think reaction of most Muslims around the U.S. would have been?
I can tell you how I felt. It's like I couldn't believe in this day and age in America a leading presidential candidate would be using language that we thought we defeated 70 years ago. The Nazism, the fascism, this is outraging. This is dangerous on so many levels, and it should be condemned. I mean, it's immoral, it's un-American, unconstitutional, a danger to safety, public safety. I think it's a threat to national security.
Are you, I guess the word happy isn't the right word, or satisfied, but what do you think of the responses so far? Because there's been wide condemnation.
I'm so grateful that many people see what I'm seeing, and that they realize the entertainment level and aspect of Trump's campaigning is over now. This is beyond entertaining. This is beyond rallying up his base. This is beyond him reassuring his base that he remains the most anti-Muslim bigot among the candidates.
He's been sort of putting forward a lot of controversial ideas over the couple of months, like monitoring mosques, and he brought them in tonight. Listen to this.
Yes, we have to look at mosques, and we have to respect mosques. But yes, we have to look at mosques. We have no choice. We have to see what's happening. Because something is happening in there. Man, there's anger. There's anger. And we have to know about it.
Is he right? Is there a lot of anger in mosques around America?
I visit mosques. I give a sermon every Friday at different mosques. I don't see the anger. What he's talking about, it's almost like equating the anger of the white supremacist groups with churches. It's almost like saying we need to visit and monitor churches. If there are angry mosques, there will be a handful. If there are, just not to say there aren't angry people. There are people who, he might be confusing maybe people who have different political views than his. And that's not anger. That's freedom of speech. That is free political expressions that exist at the mosques. Certainly our mosques are places that promote tolerance, that preach love, that preach character for people in our community. Unfortunately, Trump knows what he's saying is not true, but he's, again, exploiting people's fear.
It's all about politics.
It's all about his political career.
Okay, so we had the president last night, President Obama, calling for tolerance. We have Donald Trump today talking about this ban for Muslims entering the country. Where do you think most Americans, or which way do most Americans lean? Towards the president or towards Mr. Trump? What's your experience out there?
I would hope, I mean, of course, we live in California, so my experience has been that most people do not agree with Trump. Most people actually would like to see a leader who leads.
But there are parts of America where that's not the case.
Unfortunately, we do receive cases. We receive numerous reports on a daily basis of mosques receiving death threats, imams, Muslim women with headscarf being attacked, physically attacked, Muslim students being bullied at schools. So the reality is there is a price for this hate speech coming from Trump. The price is the public safety. The public safety of Muslims today is under threat by someone who's planning to become the president. God forbid, this would be dangerous.
There is a price also, because this doesn't happen in a vacuum. People around the world listen to what Mr. Trump has to say. What will be the reaction in Islamic countries, and what will be the reaction from groups like ISIS or Al-Qaeda?
Well, the first thing is what America is loved for is its tolerance. It's the pluralism, the democracy, the diversity that we reflect to the world. And this is something people envy us. People want to come to the U.S. for that reason. People want to emulate what the U.S. stands for this democracy that exists and this tolerance that exists. Now, by making comments like that, he is alienating Muslims. He's basically telling the Muslims, who are the biggest enemies of ISIS, let's not forget, the biggest victims of ISIS remain the Muslim community, Muslims around the world. And they are the ones at the forefront, on the ground, fighting ISIS, in Yemen, in Syria, in Iraq, in other places. They're the ones sacrificing their life. As they're fighting the Assad regime, they're fighting the barbarism of ISIS at the same time. By pushing Muslims away, actually what we're saying, he is playing into the hands. He's actually doing the work. Donald Trump is doing the work of ISIS in the world, unfortunately.
We have heard that criticism from a number of people in the last couple of hours. But Hussam, thank you for coming. We appreciate your insights.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.